This is spEarz to the streets. 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 This to the streets, to the streets, to the streets, to the This is spEarz to the streets. Get down to the beat, or get beat down in the street.
Main eventing. This year's Death Before Dishonor featured interim TV champ Shirakawa attempting to take the World ROH title off of Athena. The story here featured an even matchup between Palmer and Shirakawa, as neither was able to gain the advantage over the other, matching counter for counter first quarter, until Shirakawa missed a lariat outside the ring and hit the post, exacerbating a present injury. Athena forced this issue, putting Shirakawa's injured wrist in the way of the steel steps and behind the turnbuckle until the champ got too cocky and self-destructed outside the ring, injuring her lower body. Shirakawa then took the time to focus on the champ's knees, turning this match into a study on which injury is worse, wrist or legs. Though still subjective depending on the athlete, this question rang throughout the match as Athena bounced Shirakawa's wrist off everything she could find, and Shirakawa turned every near pin into a figure four. By the time the ladies got into the fourth quarter of this bout, Athena led with signature sit-out powerbombs and even a tombstone, while Shirakawa was hitting zipline neckbreakers, tornado DDTs, and twisted electric chairs. It all came down to Shirakawa spamming her spinning back fist and Athena performing superplexes until she had to improvise a powerbomb that took Mina out. The champ could have pinned Shirakawa there, but riding off ego and adrenaline, Palmer took the disguise and delivered an O-face to retain her ROH world title. Even though I am glad that the women main evented this PLE, I am not happy that Shirakawa was selected to compete against Athena. Given that Shirakawa has a title of her own, she should have defended her title at Death Before Dishonor, same as Athena. Leave the belt collecting to Mercedes. There was this spot early on where Athena slowly feinted a kick, mockingly cowering into the ropes that psychologically confirmed that she had the crowd eating out of her hand. No matter how goofy Shirakawa tried to act, Athena had more character. No one was in Shirakawa's corner, but Billy Starks faithfully showed up for Athena, not interfering, yet Shirakawa got a nice rolling leapfrog attack, unintentionally off of Starks' back. This, as well as Athena throwing herself into the barricade multiple times to cause her own leg injury to propel the story forward, shows that Palmer outclassed Shirakawa throughout the match. There were so many times where Shirakawa Brazilian tapped against Athena's weakened legs around her neck. Despite even a figure 8 at once being applied on the champ, Athena was never caught on camera tapping to the interim TV strap holder. Now, if Red Velvet would have still been champion, this would have been a barn burner. But Athena's title retention instead served as a reaffirmation that just because you have a hot name in the industry, not every wrestler is willing to do what's best for the company. That pushing aside that first finisher in favor of the O-face echoed that Athena at least will always put herself first. Sometimes being selfish is the most honorable thing to do. Such was the case when Shirakawa challenged Athena at the home of hardcore.
This is spEarz to the streets. 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 This to the streets, to the streets, to the spEarz to the streets. This is spEarz to the streets. Get down to the beat, or get beat down in the street.